A very good morning, children. Welcome back to the English online class. Children, I hope that you all are keeping well at your home. In today's English class, we are going to start with writing section. In writing section, earlier we have done letter writing, that was formal letter, and today we are going to start with the story writing. But let us first talk about what is a story writing. A story writing is work of fiction or imagination that is usually written in easily understandable grammatical structure with natural flow of speech. Story writing is meant to be read at single sitting, and therefore it should be as direct and brief as possible. Typically, story writing has 5 key elements. The first one is character. Fewer is better. That means you should keep characters few. Second is setting. In setting, it should be brief but poetic and vivid. Third is plot. It should be simple and interesting as possible. Fourth is conflict. It should be intense but only one. And the last one is the fifth one, theme. It should be relating to majority of readers. So a character is someone or something that takes part in actions depicted in this short story. It could be a living person, a dead person, a ghost, an imaginary character, a robot, a dog, a toy, or there can be unlimited list. The golden rule for selecting characters in story writing is fewer are better. A story writing would more effectively convey its meaning if it has very few characters. One protagonist, one other main character, and no supporting or side characters would be ideal. Animating character with perfect adjectives and examples are a must, however. Typically, while writing short stories, do not overdo the characterization. Time, frame, and place constitute setting of story writing. The setting is often decorated with descriptions of scenes such as supermarket, bedroom, crowded metro train, or drizzling evening. Again, it has unlimited list. These descriptions are very important to make reader immerse in the plot. Unit of time frame may vary from hours to days to weeks to years. The golden rule in selecting time frame for story writing is keep it shorter and have it single. Story writing that has setting of few hours may typically be clearer and more effective than with setting of few months or years. Vividly describe surroundings. It must be absolutely clear and very importantly be appealing to 5 senses of your readers. Be poetic, use suitable adjectives, script dialogues, or even deploy side characters. Do whatever you need to ensure that the reader lives your story while reading. Plot is flesh and muscles of story writing, so it comprises events and characters' action. More creatively, you describe and logically connect the events and actions. Stronger the plot would be, the stronger the plot you create. Better interest would it generate among readers. A plot has start, body, and end that are linked sequentially by events and character actions. You must so choose a start that your reader gets hooked to the story. Create confusion or question in reader's mind by first line of your story. Your reader must try to get answer from best of her ability and experience, but she should finally end up digging into subsequent lines of your stories to quench her temporarily aroused inquisitiveness. Central idea or main belief presented by a story writing is called theme. It is skeleton or frame of your short story that is decorated by plot, setting, conflict and characters. Now here are the 5 main key elements, or you can say the stages of a story writing. The first one is character, second setting, third plot, fourth conflict, and the fifth one is theme. Now let us come to the 10 important tips to write story. The first one is you have to keep fewer characters. Second, develop characters for theme. Third, single and short time frame. Fourth, vivid surroundings. Fifth, catchy first line. Sixth, choose suitable point of view. Seventh, one conflict only. Eighth, intense but real conflict. Ninth, theme in focus. 10th, break rules if needed, not unnecessarily. As story writing involves creating a writing skill, so please follow the below mentioned points to write a good story. The narratives should be in first or second or third person. Setting of the story should be made. Time, location, context and atmosphere should be described to create imagery. Meaningful dialogues to be used. Dialogues should have expressions. Characterization, identify second or third main characters and a few sides of characters in the story. Plot of the story should be interesting but short, because the word limit should not be exceeded. It can include the following. The first one, what happens. Second, storyline. Third, action. Fourth, flashback. Fifth, climax. Sixth, conflict. Seventh, resolving a conflict. Eighth, create conflict and tension. Ninth, opposition between characters and their internal or external conditions. 10th, mystery. 11th, empowerment. 12th, surprise. 13th, empathy. 14th, crisis or climax. 15th, turning point of the story. 16th, resolution or solution to the conflict. 17th, open time, reader's view. 18th, resolved, clear cut outcome. 19th, parallel to beginning, same as the starting of the story. 20th, monologue, dialogue of the characters. And 21, closing image. So children, these were the main key elements that I have described to you. These key elements are very important and you have to keep all these key elements in your mind while writing a story. You can even copy down these key elements in your rough notebook so that it will help you further while writing the story. Now let us have a look on an example of story writing. A question is given here and the solution is also here, so that it will be easy for you to know how to write story writing. The question is here: write a short story in 200 to 250 words with the help of the clues given below. Give a suitable title to the story. The clue is Satish was standing on the balcony watching the last rays of the sun. Loud and angry voices in the street below distracted his attention. He ran down the stairs to see what had happened. So here is the solution, here is the story. When you are writing the story, again you will begin with the same beginning that was given in the question. As earlier it was given, Satish was standing on the balcony watching the last rays of the sun. Loud and angry voices in the street below distracted his attention. He ran down the stairs to see what had happened. So till here the clue was given in the question. Now you have to begin with the story. So the story is here. His neighbors were again fighting over some parking issues. It was a common scene among the residents of that area. No sooner did he reach there when suddenly the land between the neighbors' buildings started tearing apart. Everyone got frightened. Satish ran back to his house to find his daughter and wife. They were both ready with their emergency baggage. The family got out of the house and started running as fast as they could, passing the falling trees and buildings. Water was penetrating out of the departing land, and everyone was panicking and running in any direction to save their lives. When suddenly Satish's daughter fell down. A tree fell over her feet. Satish was trying to help his crying daughter when they both saw a building falling over them. Satish hugged his daughter and shouted at the peak of his voice, which finally woke him up. With sighs of heavy breathing and excessive sweating, Satish went to his daughter's room only to find that everything was fine. He kissed her forehead, went back to his room, and wondered, "Phew, this one really took the life out of me." So this was the story that is created out of the clue that was given in the question. At the end, what you have to do, you have to first leave one line for writing the title, because after writing the story only you will be able to give a suitable title to your story. Or you can give the title earlier also before writing the story. It is your wish, but I think that when you complete your story, it would be better to write the title at the end of the story, because then only you will get the suitable title. So the suitable title for this story is The Last Day. So children, this was the example that how you have to write the story in your exams. I hope that you all have understood it. Thank you.